Hey, Marco, can you hear me? There we go. Marco, can you hear me okay? I think you should be, it looks like you're muted right now, but I made you a panelist and everything.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? Looking good.
You looking good. You always look good.
I'll kick us over here, man.
How have you been?
Good. Things are really well right now. We're actually doing a lot of stuff that's really exciting. I don't know if you heard about it, but we have this thing that we're doing that right now with free LLCs that we're giving away and even paying the filing fees for people. And then
I didn't know that. How's that work?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just exactly as you would think, right? So what we're doing is we're giving away free LLCs, we're paying all the filing fees for people. And what we found is actually once we can get people to start to interact with us, we can educate them so quickly on like tax savings and other things that come up for them or their estate planning and whatnot, that just turns into this beautiful funnel where we can give away like enormous amounts of value for anonymous free LLCs for people that has like a $2,000 value, absolutely for free. And then it pays the relationship pays for itself in the long run. So that's a
great idea. That's an awesome idea.
Everybody needs an LLC, right?
Yeah, I don't have anything to give away for free. I mean, we have property, great property, but I can't give it away.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there any type of ebook or anything like that that you have that we could put into the notes on the Facebook post for anybody that says, here's a freebie for you from Marco?
Yeah. Actually, we have a killer giveaway. It's actually 40-some pages. It's the ultimate guide to passive real estate investing.
All right, let me write that down real quick.
Yeah, the ultimate. I just call it the ultimate guide for short, but the full name is Ultimate Guide to Passive. It's really a mini. It's really a small book because it's a perfect primer for someone who's looking to invest in real estate and what to look for, what to avoid, how to choose a market, how to quickly analyze the properties. So it's kind of like a crash course.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool.
So that's always been my freebie anyway. So.
Okay, perfect. All right. But let me take it live here and type in some notes and stuff like that here in the live account, and we'll go ahead and go. Have you done these before where you record it in Zoom and then you push it to Facebook Live and use like Repurpose IO to kick it through your other Facebook accounts and YouTube and whatnot?
You know what? I haven't yet. I know about it. I've never done it, so I don't even know what to do. But I literally just signed up to Repurpose IO.
Cool. Yeah, Tammy, my publicist here, actually set it all up for us. I had her do it, so she knows how to run it from start to finish. So if you run into any issues with that, or if you want to know what's the newest things that we're doing, she's a great resource to talk
appreciate
to.
it.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's
awesome.
Of course, man. We got to get better at reaching more people. You know, we got to all do it. We got to all find a way to do it together. You know, and figure out what's the best way to do this because it's a lot to learn, and we're all super busy. You know. With just running businesses, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but we've been sending clients your way. We'll give them your name. We'll give them a couple names typically, and sometimes they probably don't even tell you that they're working with us, but they'll just kind of reach out to you. But they'll circle back to us and say, hey, okay, so I've got my LLC set up with Scott and this and that.
we've got quite a few clients from that you've sent our way with that. So thank you for doing that.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. It's all good.
Yeah, man. One hand hopefully can wash the other in all these things that we do, That's why I was excited to have you on the show to be able to come and talk about it,
Yeah. We can definitely help each other. That's the thing. We're in the same space.
Yeah. I really, let's see here. I just want to make sure I don't screw anything up here before I go live.
How does the video look? Because I'm seeing myself as pretty dark, like black. Like, is it going to record properly? Because I can close these blinds behind me.
You look like you're pretty tan, but it looks okay. I think it looks good.
Is that a nice way to say the video's dark?
Yeah, no, I think it looks okay though. I don't think it looks bad. Maybe you're used to being a little brighter into it.
Now, if I was African American, would I take offense to that?
I have no idea. I would probably be stepping on all kinds of it being socially appropriate.
You look a little dark. A little tan.
You look a little dark. What are you doing?
A little tan. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and get this going then for us here. Wait a minute. Oh, come on, you bugger. All right, let me try this one more time. The thing is, Facebook sometimes is a little bit finicky. All right. And when we do the if we cross promote the episode into that too, if you would be be willing to be helpful for us to help promote these free LLC things, I think your audience will really like it.
Yeah.
And it'd be help us to get the word out, on it, because it's a pretty crazy offer that nobody else is trying to do.
Sure.
With it.
Yeah, just send me the links and stuff. Okay. Whatever images you have, and then I can repurpose that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going live here in just a second. It's loading up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I have 10 seconds to close?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick intro anyway. So, hey guys, this is Scott Royal Smith with Royal Legal Solutions. Marco is getting his area set up here real quick for us here, but then we're going to be jumping in with Marco Santarelli to talk about passive real estate investing. He has a great giveaway for you guys. It's here inside of the comments. It's the ultimate guide to passive real estate investing. It's a mini book. It's about 40 pages, but he was just telling me right now about how it is the thing to read before you get started in doing passive real estate investing, to know all the do's and don'ts and your good checklist with that. You guys will probably know right now that we have a free LLC giveaway that's right up here for the Royal Legal Solutions. These are truly free LLCs. What they are, we're even paying for the filing fees, guys, with these. That's what I mean when I'm saying that they're truly free. So when you call us up and you come to us, there's no gotcha to it. The only, quote unquote gotcha that there is to what we're doing right now is that we're going to learn a lot about you while we're setting up your free LLC. We're going to know what is the business you're getting into, how are you going to be running that, how do you plan on being successful and reaching your goals, whether it's asset protection, entrepreneurialism, whatever the case may be. We are so good at being able to help people get to reach their goals even faster and offload all of the hard work onto us with over the 3,000 clients that we have across the country. And I'm pretty confident that we're going to have solutions that are going to be able to help you. But of course, there's no obligation to do any of that, right? What we really want to do is just make a relationship with you and provide resources for you, introduce you to all of the free things that we have going on at Royal Legal Solutions, and give you an opportunity, if you want us to do stuff, to be able to help you with that. But these are truly free LLCs. Just as a part of that too, everybody that contacts us for the free LLC will have an opportunity to qualify for a consultation. And that consultation is a 360 review of the tax, business, and other matters in your life, like your legal matters or whatnot. And it provides you a roadmap for everything that you're going to need to do, not just right now, but as you grow your wealth and your businesses there in the future. We're going to break out those milestones for you and show you not just what are all of the possibilities of everything that you could do, but what are the appropriate things that you could do, and when along your journey are you going to need to be putting those in place. Not everybody is going to qualify for those consultations because we're actually just looking for the people that we can really help the most, because we have limited time with the staff that I've trained on how to be able to do consultations to that degree. But for everybody that doesn't qualify, you'll still have all of the free resources that we have on Royal Legal Solutions. And to boot, you got a free anonymous LLC, which has a $1,950 value that we sell every single day. And if you don't know the importance of anonymity, that's a really good reason to jump onto the website and find out why being anonymous in today's day and age is really important to protect yourself from lawsuits and protect your family. So with all that being said, Marco, thank you so much for coming on to the show here today. And I'm excited to talk about passive real estate investing with you. For everybody that doesn't know you, that might be part of my group that hasn't seen the podcast that we've done together and the other things that we've done together, can you give everybody a background about what it is that you're doing right now, and who are the people that you're trying to help right now?
Yeah, so thanks for having me on the show there, Scott. This is exciting. I'm looking forward to sharing some great value with your audience. My background is a real estate investor. I started investing in real estate when I was 18, You could fast forward and cut a lot of history out of that timeline by just saying that, I've been a certain serial entrepreneur and I've always had a business or two going on at the same time. But I think I really hit it out of the park in 2003, 2004, when we decided to start helping other real estate investors do what I was doing from Southern California, investing 3,000 miles away in other markets. And I'll say successfully, but not necessarily successfully all the time. I had my fair share of mistakes, stepped on a bunch of landmines. I did lose a lot of money, but I made a lot of money. And so long story short is investors were coming to me just like they come to you saying, hey, can you help me with, setting up my asset protection and my LLCs and this and that. There was a need out there for people to get some help in assembling their team and finding the right markets, finding the right deals. And so that I turned that into a business because I was doing it anyway. And so here we are today, 15 years later, we have a great business helping literally hundreds upon hundreds of real estate investors build their real estate portfolios in markets that make sense around the United States.
Yeah, that's awesome, Marco. How did you be able to help so many people? What was fundamental to having something that really was able to have that kind of impact?
Well, first of all, you have to have a system that works to invest, regardless of who you are. So for me, it was me investing in markets in all around the country, from Florida all the way up to Michigan. And so when I was doing it myself, I created that system. That system became something that was replicatable and scalable. So today I've just assembled a large team of people. We have 6 investment counselors, we have assistants, we have transaction coordinators, we have teams of people that are not part of our company but within our network, like Royal Legal Solutions, where we can bring those team players together in an effort to help real estate investors, so they have not only the markets and the properties, but the team of people to help them achieve their financial goals. So it's having a framework, a system that works within that framework, and a methodical process to take someone from just getting to know us to actually executing on all the tasks that need to be done in order to acquire that first, second, third, fourth, next property. So it's just all come together, but it's not like it's an overnight success. It really was a process that was built out over years.
That's awesome, Marco. I know one of the things that I'm going to be speaking up coming up here here in the near future is actually there's a Google campus that opened up here in downtown Austin. And they want me to come in and talk to them about real estate investing, taxation, and legalities as it comes to
That's
it. Right?
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's super cool. I'm really excited about it because, it's Google. Like what's cooler than going to meet with Google and being able to nerd out with a bunch of people that are the biggest nerds on the planet, and which I love, right? And what I was realizing with that is that there's a different approach that people that are taking right now that are professionals that are wanting to get involved in real estate. When I talk to these people, what I'm getting a sense of is that they're incredibly intelligent, but they almost don't know what information that they need to know to be able to take the action step. So so they get caught up in this like analysis paralysis because of their intellect, and a lot of times, right? When I just want to kind of jump them and just say, just go find stuff that generally thinks it works, find somebody else that's done it before to make sure you don't really screw it up, and just do it once, and then you'll figure out like exactly how it all works. Maybe that's the wrong advice to give somebody that's in that position. Yeah. But what would you say to the Googlers that have these great jobs, these great professions, have the disposable income, and might be wanting to get into real estate and just might be hesitant to do so?
Well, the question is a lot of these people, high income earners, regardless of who you are, but just particularly high income earners and professionals, what they have is they have great careers, they enjoy their job, they spend a lot of hours at it, but they don't have a lot of time. And so if you don't have a lot of time, you have a couple of challenges. One, you don't necessarily want to take the time to learn what you think you need to learn and go through that learning curve in order to be able to pull the trigger and start investing in real estate. And number two is you don't have the time, again, we're talking about time to find the right team players to work with you and do the research to find the right markets that make sense, and then assemble the teams or the boots on the ground in those markets to help you achieve the goals you're trying to achieve. So if you can shortcut that and save yourself a bunch of time and be able to align yourself with a company or or a group of people that can help you achieve those goals and do it better than you could do on your own, then you're far further ahead. And it also prevents you from stepping on the landmines that many people do when they start getting out there. So if I was a client of yours, do I want to educate myself on law and asset protection and how to file, with the state to form an entity and do all that stuff? No, I don't have that kind of time. I'd rather work with a guy like you, pay the services that, provide that value, and save myself a lot of time and headache and brain damage and just get it done. It's the same thing with us. So, if you're talking to guys at Google, or if you're talking to dentists, doctors, or salespeople, or anybody else, the question is, do you want to invest in real estate? Yes. Do you want to be successful at it and do it the right way and avoid, the pitfalls? Yes. Do you want to save some time, or do you want to go through the agony of, educating yourself for months or years, and then experimenting and trying to find the people? If you check all the boxes, then the answer is obvious. You should work with the right attorney. You should work with the right turnkey property provider. You should work with the right, fill in the blank.
Yeah, so it really comes down, and you're thinking then that it's saying that these high net worth or high earning potential or high earning professionals are best suited to actually find teams of people that they can work with and vet those teams to see, like, do these teams, are they running companies the right way? That might be something that's actually easier for them to understand. They might not understand real estate completely, but they can tell the difference between a poorly run company maybe and a well-run company in a sense of how those companies operate. And that the real killer here is time. Is saying that you don't have a lot of time, so be willing to take a lower return in some respects, because you're going to need to pay the people to help you, but it's going to increase your learning curve such that you're actually doing the deals, and overall it becomes better off for you because you're actually able to take action and save yourself the time to do it. Is that fair to say, or did I miss it?
Yeah, it is. Think about how many people you actually talk to today that will say, oh, I'm not busy. I have tons of free time. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just, I just have so much free time. Everybody says, oh, I'm busy. I'm just running left and right. I got all this stuff going on. Everybody's busy. So if you're busy, and you need to achieve a goal, particularly a financial or investment goal, well, align yourself with the right company, the right people to help you shortcut. Why not ride on the coattails of those that are doing it and are successful, then try to recreate the wheel yourself? So yes, time is a really core, fundamental hot button, if you will, for people that you work with, that we work with.
Yeah, I think so. And when you're looking at saying, like, who is the right team to help you, get into passive real estate investing, typically we always think of, there's the attorney, the CPA, and then there's the people that know how to actually do the deal itself. Like, what does the right investment property actually look like? What is it that you use when you're trying to vet those three criteria? Or do you have particular things that you're looking for inside of an attorney, inside of a CPA, or inside of people that you're doing deals with that maybe you don't do on a daily basis?
Well, at the heart of it is their reputation. There are a lot of attorneys out there. There are a lot of CPAs. They probably all do a good job, but doing the job well is not enough. It's an understanding of real estate and real estate investing, and understanding the real estate investor specifically as an avatar or the demographic that you serve. So the people we align with are the CPAs, the asset protection attorneys, the lenders, the property inspectors, the title companies, property management companies. All those people are the people that you need on your team. They already are part of our network. We've already vetted them. They work with us. We've worked with them for years, so we can hand them over to you, and it works very well for you. But at the heart of it is really that that experience and the reputation. Those are the two things we need, that we look at.
Yeah, I think that's 100% of what I look at too, because I hire my own CPAs and attorneys as well, and I'll partner with people in deals that I'll go into. Like, if it's a big apartment complex and a state or a city or a county that I don't know very well, I'll be like, okay, that's not my bread and butter. So I'm going to partner with somebody, let them take a share of the profits here, and then make sure that this deal actually goes right. When I'm looking to partner with people that would be like yourself, Marco, what I always look for is saying, like, what is the reputation and how long have they had the same people working with them, right? If it's an operator that's always saying, hey, I got always new, fresh investors coming in, and that's all the people that you see, I'm like, okay, wait, where's the people that have been investing for 5 or 10 years in the longevity? And I know that's one of the things that you're actually really strong on, is that you've been doing this real estate investing for so long that I've known your clients that come through at Royal Legal as well too, and that's one of the things that they rave about you. What is it that you think that you do that's different, that allows people to have that kind of strong longevity working with you?
Well, we were probably one of the very first nationwide providers of turnkey rental property. In fact, people didn't really use the term turnkey all that much 15 years ago when I started the business, so I marketed the crap out of that term. And then everybody started using the word turnkey this and turnkey that. Unfortunately, there's no formal definition in the industry of what a turnkey anything really means. You know, we have a general understanding. So kind of laying that groundwork, marketing it, and putting a process in place and working with a bunch of clients and having them, have a good experience and be successful, laid that groundwork. It laid the foundation. So, but just over the years, we just built a great reputation, because whenever something goes wrong, which is not very often, but it does happen, we're talking about real estate, and real estate is a people business. It's not about the property specifically. It's about people. People are involved in every aspect of the property and the real estate. But things do go wrong sometimes, and maybe it's only like 1 or 2 times out of 100 deals. But for us to be able to step up and, correct the problem, get the people on the right page, bridge the communication gap, and in some cases even stroke a check to literally pay for and fix the problems that other people were not taking care of. And these are people that we ultimately fired. And we have a number of cases where we work with certain service providers or property providers, and they start off great and then they go rogue, and it kind of leaves the investor with a problem in their hands. And so we step up, and first we try and resolve it and get it corrected. And if we can't, so a lot of times we'll just pay for it. Now that, like I said, it happens 1% of the time, but to be able to do that and stand behind your clients, says a lot, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And for everybody that's in the audience that's listening to this right now, like, these are bedrock ways that you should be looking for what makes great companies to partner with. One thing that Marco just pointed out to underline for you guys is that it's a process. These are process-driven profits, process-driven gains, process-driven companies. And what that means is that you have consistency in the results. You have consistency inside of how people and team members are being managed, because that way they deliver the same level of quality time and time and time again. Is there flukes? Yeah. But do you know what the cutting edge companies are doing right now, like Royal Legal and what Marco's and his companies are doing right now, is that they're offering these types of financial securities that are on top of it, saying, don't just believe me that I'm going to do a good job. We know that in an internet era, we can't afford to have one angry customer. So what we do is we give the money back, because the money is not as important for one customer as it is for our reputation as a whole. And what that does, it puts all the power back into the consumer's hands to say, you know what, when they make promises or they tell me how things are going to be, it really is going to turn out to be that way, and they're going to stand behind it. And I actually like running my company that way, because it makes everybody on my company raise the bar, because they're like, well, we got 99% done with this work, and then the person decided that they didn't want it anymore. I said, look, our guarantee is that it's up until the time of final delivery. You can get 100% refund, and that's what we guarantee people from day one, and we're not going to deviate from that. They're like, but you're losing all this money because of it. I said, no, what we're doing is we're raising the bar of excellence that we're all going to hit. And when we start to hit this, everybody else in the industry is going to have to raise their game too. And to me, that's pretty cool. It's cool to be in a game like you are with real estate that says we're going to raise the bar of real estate. And it's cool for me to be in the world of legal and tax and business and say we're going to raise the bar over here too. And so that way everybody else has to match, and then we're all better off for it. You must really love doing what you do, to be doing it for so long and helping so many people.
Yeah, no, I love it. I've always loved real estate. I bought my first rental property when I turned 18 years old. And why I had to wait until I was 18 is because I couldn't qualify for financing prior to that. But I knew real estate was the right way to go. And so I've always been in real estate in one way or another. But my team and I, we love educating people. That's why we do our podcast. That's why we put out content. We've got a book coming out soon. We're going to be putting out a lot more video content here soon. The whole idea is really to help people achieve financial freedom. I mean, that's part of our mission, is to help as many people as we can achieve passive income and create wealth through real estate, because we passionately believe that real estate is the most is the best asset class to be invested in. And I was going to say historic, but it's really the most historically proven asset class in terms of creating wealth and preserving wealth. So because we know that to be true, and because we believe that to be true, we want to educate other people on how can they get involved. And maybe they're heavily involved today and they need help to get to the next level. Or maybe they're newbies, they're just getting started and they just need to get to that first property, and then they get their feet wet. Now they can go to the next one and the next one, and they can start building out their generational wealth so they can help themselves, help their family, but help their generations to come. And we love doing that. So we want to help them do that.
Yeah, I think that's such a beautiful mission. It's not just the people that have, tons of amounts of wealth. It's also the people that are first, getting started. That's one of the reasons why I started the Truly Free LLC program, because I'm passionate about everybody in the United States getting protected and saving the most money they can on taxes and laying the foundations for the growth, for the wealth, for the financial freedom, that you can take these little small steps. As just, as investing in real estate, it's taking the right small steps first that builds the momentum that allows you to be able to achieve the big goals later on with that. And you mentioned that you're having a bunch more new content come out and video content. Where can people go check that out?
Well, we have two main websites, and all the additional content, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, whatever, is going to be linked off those sites. The easy one to remember is passiverealestateinvesting.com. It's the name of the book. It's the name of the podcast. So passiverealestateinvesting.com is the easy one to remember. The core website that's been around for 15 plus years is noradarealestate.com, Norada, noradarealestate.com. Either one will get you the free content and all that stuff.
Yeah, and that free content, that's that ultimate guide to passive real estate investing, that 40-page mini book that you said is the primer that everybody needs to read before they start in passive real estate investing. Is that right?
Yeah, that we get tons of great feedback on that guide, because it's essentially a book. It's compressed knowledge. It's a book compressed into 45 pages of how to start, what to look for, how to do a quick litmus test on a property, see if it's a good deal, how to do analysis on the financing, assembling your team, all that good stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's been downloaded probably over 20,000 times the last time I checked. So it's been a pretty popular download.
That's phenomenal. Well, I love it. And I love it when you can get compressed knowledge resources like this, because it really saves you a ton of time from having to read through stuff that are your, everyday publishing books that come up. They're 200 pages, but maybe has 20 pages of actual content. And they call it readability. And I'm like, I don't have time for readability, guys. I got time for knowledge. Zip the knowledge in my head as quick as I can. I got stuff I got to go do. And I think that's what you're describing with the ultimate guide. And when I've taken a look at it, I was like, wow, this is really tight. And I love resources that are like this. We just had Grant Cardone on the show, on the Real Estate Nerds podcast here just about a week ago. And that show's actually going to be airing here in the next week. And that was one of the things he totally said. He's like, I can get onto a property within a minute and know if this is the right deal or not. And I was like, okay, either you're a wizard, which is probably not true, or what's going on is that you've actually looked at tons of deals and you've studied a tremendous amount of how to do the analysis that for you can just look at it and be like, I know what it is, right, with it. And I think that's what it comes down to, is it's all the hard work of being able to read the information, have it presented in a way that makes sense. And so that way you, as an investor, can develop your own process of knowing, is this the right deal for me, very quickly, if you've gone through enough reps on it. So that would be the ultimate guide to passive real estate investing. And I know that your podcast is amazing too. You guys have a huge following inside of your podcast. How many listeners are you guys having to that each month now?
I don't know. It's 5 figures, but I just don't know, because the metrics, as you know, on podcasting is not very good. You really can't measure anything other than the so-called downloads.
Yeah. Well, it's an amazing show, and it actually is. 5-figure downloads, guys, actually puts podcasts right now into a very small percentage. It's a very, very successful podcast that Marco has into there. So we're going to have the links for that podcast to the Ultimate Guide and to Marco's website here into the notes after we're done with today's show. And for Marco, for anybody that wants to connect with you, is the best way for them to do that through your website, or what's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, the website's the best place to go to contact us and get free resources. It's also the place to go for a free strategy session with one of our investment counselors. So if you're thinking about real estate, or you're already real estate investing and you need to know, hey, where's the next best market? Where can I get more inventory? The right deals. we don't lead with property, we lead with education. But that strategy session is really like what you had talked about before, Scott, and it's getting to know who the client is and whether you can really help them or not, because you can't help everybody. But the people you can help, you really want to help, and you want to do a good job at doing that, and you want to see them be very successful. And so that's what, you know, we discover in that strategy session. It's not just about the game plan. It's about, okay, who are you? How can we help you? And then let's put a game plan together. So all that's on our website.
That's awesome, Marco. Well, thank you so much for coming on to our live stream here today on Facebook. And it's been really like awesome having you here, and great to be able to reconnect with you on these things. So thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it, Scott. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Hey guys, well, thank you so much for tuning in today for our live stream with my friend Marco Santarelli. As you can know, this was an amazing episode with us. We are giving away truly free LLCs at Royal Legal Solutions, and it has a lot to do with exactly what Marco's talking about, right? These truly free LLCs, we're even paying the filing fees on them, are to get you protected and also to let you maximize your tax savings. So at the bare minimum, when you contact us, you're going to be able to get protected and start taking care of tax advantages that you aren't right now. We're going to tell you what those strategies are. We're not even going to charge you for that. But what we are going to do is start forming that relationship with you, to start learning about you, what your goals are, and how we might be able to help. And what I've told my team is that the more we learn about the people that are wanting help from us, I'm going to develop solutions that are going to make their lives better in whatever way that's going to be. We're going to find out who are those people and what do they actually really need from us, because I'm about trying to get everybody in the United States of America protected, make sure they're saving on taxes, and building their businesses the right way for long-lasting financial freedom. And I do this, guys, actually because I love you and I care about you. I can go retire right now with my real estate investments that I have, but I show up every day and work my 70-hour weeks right now and come up with amazing offers like this that are so bananas in the grand scheme of things that nobody else is even thinking about able to do something like that. It's because I care. I care enough to be able to show up every day and work to build, to be able to make y'all's lives better. Because at the end of the day, for me, this is about impact. This is about how much can I impact other people's lives. This isn't about how much money I can make with it, because honestly, right now, I can go retire if I want to. But I show up every day for you guys. I care about you. Tune into our other live shows that we have every single day. We have different live shows on single family, multifamily investing, entrepreneurialism, wealth building, business mindset, and we have the Real Estate Nerds podcast as well. All the free content that you could ever want in the world about tax and legal is all on the real estate, on the royallegalsolutions.com website. So head over there and check that out. You can sign up for the free LLC right here on this URL. And otherwise, guys, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. Love to answer your questions. Comment on this video, share it with your friends. We watch these comments every single day. So if you have questions for me or Marco about anything that's going on with that, that's the easiest way to get direct contact with the highly trained professionals to get your questions answered and everything. So thank you guys for tuning in. Otherwise, have a great day.